really good comp. I want to put this up here with Holy Priest Fire Mage as well. Maybe even same with the Frost version. Actually, I'm gonna generally be ranking Frost slightly higher than Fire, mainly because Frost is easier for the mage to play. So I think that people are gonna be more successful with it unless they really play Fire, exclusively and know how to do damage. That's the most important. If you've got a Fire mage that knows how to do damage, you can make stuff work, right? Even if they're slightly worse at everything else, the most important thing is that they know how to do damage. And that I feel like is very rare so far from what I've experienced. Holy Palette DK. I actually think this is probably actually not that bad. Maybe it's 8th. It's 8th. I think it's just around these boys. Got some previous notes for where I put things, but I'm kind of trying to freestyle it a little bit. Just make adjustments as I go. So that's kind of where we're at. I think this as well. Holy Palette Windwalker is probably B tier as well. I think Windwalker overall is quite strong in twos. It can dampen a lot of stuff.
I have the best baubles in the land.
Runs out of steam at some point against some of the better healers, and that's kind of where it falls down a little bit. I think it's got to be better than Feral. I think it's probably just honestly. I think that the Holy Priest Warrior is not getting enough now. I think that's up a bit, but I think the Holy Palette Windwalker is pretty decent. Maybe it's like this, something like that. Either way, they're very similar. Okay. Frost Mage Sub-Rogue, I feel like I'm gonna get flamed for this, but I just want to throw this in D tier. I literally have not faced a single Mage Rogue that's done anything. And I feel like it probably isn't D tier, but for the average Joe, I just think this comp is so unforgiving. And they're just not gonna do enough damage to force anything on goes, and then they're gonna run and they're gonna die. And that's... So I just don't recommend you play this comp. It's the amount of time you need to invest to actually do well with it, you're gonna just do way better with it. So that's why I'm just obviously really good players are going to make it work and make it look good. But that's not what it's about, right? So, this is what it is. Right, Monk Athlete. I think this is probably B or C tier. I think C tier. I don't think this is good. The power just doesn't synergize with the dots. I guess they can stun, but it's just it's quite a damn comp. Maybe it's B tier. Monk Arms banger comp. Absolute banger comp. I think this is probably the best comp out of everything we've done so far. This is really scary comp. Really good comp. Really good comp. Monk, Mage, I think is just in the bin. Absolute poop. Ollie and Para obviously are Jer and DR. Just generally they don't synergize that well together. They can probably just play for dampening, but the Monk doesn't have that much CC for the Mage, so a lot of classes are just going to have good uptime and cause them problems really. So I just don't really think many people are playing this. Maybe prove me wrong, but I think if your average Joes are playing this, they're gonna feed.
Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel.
Okay, Monk Survival Hunter. I think this is very middle of the road. I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it's terrible. I think it's probably around here, and same for MM. I feel like is it better than Holy Palette BM? They're very comparable, I think. Monk DK is pretty good. I think this is low. I think Monk DK is the bottom of best. It beats a lot of stuff out. I think it's generally weaker than the arms version, but it's still pretty good. Main, I guess, issue with this is the DK can, I feel actually die. I feel like the DK is overall slightly less durable than the Warrior, but the DK has really good goes as well, so you have to really be mindful when they pop their stuff, not to overbreed, and play safe. You basically stop what you're doing, play safe for 30 seconds. If you don't, they can really punish.
50s housewife.
This is kind of maybe low A tier.
50s.
I don't think that Athlete is that good with a healer in twos.
You're a 50s bitch.
Athlete is
Oh,
one of those specs.
get your noggin away, bruh.
That make good players make it work.
Oh, it's so wet in there. I thought you were trying to not get it wet. It feels wet in there.
It's wet on the outside, not on the inside.
Almost bordering S tier. It's getting up there. Warriors are really good. Obviously, Rest Spirits are really good. I think that the comp is less damp than the Monk version, and it's a little bit lower for that. Honestly, it could even go bottom S tier. Probably isn't the worst share in the world, but honestly, I'm pretty good against the Rest Spirit Warriors. That's the only real thing kind of keeping it down for me. Maybe it doesn't do that well into priests, and does well into other stuff. I think we'll put it bottom S tier. I think that's fair. And then Rest of Druid, BM Hunter. I mean, this is still a really good comp, right? You got the other Hunter versions. I don't think this is going to be that much worse. Oh, we haven't even done Rest of Druid yet. I actually think this is probably like.
Here's how. Monitor 1. Oh. Monitor 2. Level rune crafting. Before you know it.
Midway to something like that. Just chuck it there. Rest of Druid Enhanced. This is just dampener comp. Honestly, like they have a big burst every couple of minutes with the enhancer CDs, but if you manage to CC that, then they kind of just poop.
Poop.
So they're just playing to live this comp and trying to
Poop.
get to 70% damp and then pressure you out with the CD pop, right?
Poop.
That's kind of all that comp really does. If you any sort of decent comp, you probably kill them before then. So I think it's like this.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
Rest of
baby.
Druid, Fire Mage. I think this is a pretty. I actually think it's S tier.
The
This
waters
is A tier, just
foretold.
because it's fire. I don't know if that's harsh, but I think the Rest of Druid Frost Mage is top dog. This is probably the best comp. They can survive so well. They have so many different DRs. They can do goes. They have a lot of damage on demand. They have an insane amount of CDs to survive. They have insane mobility. You know, they can avoid damage if they want. It's just it just has everything that's comp, right? There's no downsides. So I think that another really good thing about this is it basically just beats out all the other mage versions as well. And there's a lot of good mage comps. But Rest of Druid Mage just is so safe with the blooms that it basically just then it deletes an entire sort of target because of the blooms. So yeah, crazy good comp. Shortly followed by, I would say, the Rest of Druid Survival, and then Rest of Druid MM is like a bit behind. I would say like that, something like that. Generally, I've found the Survival Hunters. I don't know if it's just the players playing them, but generally I find it harder to place. And then Druid Unholy DK. I think this is like A tier. This is a good comp as well. I think it's probably better than DM Hunter, but not by much. I think it's around there. Somewhere around there. Oh, I got my notes.
Can you
Yeah,
repeat
it's, I
that?
have it somewhere around in A tier. It's slightly different on my notes, but it's kind of a fresh list. As I said, there's going to be like inter tier stuff that does really good job. Overall, they're all similar tiers.
It's too far away. I can't do that. Ability isn't ready. Not enough rage.
Versatile and beat more things. I think Boomy. Sorry, I think Rest of Druid Fire Mage is really good, but again, it's the drawback of it is that it's really hard to find a big Fire Mage. So on average, this comp isn't going to perform as well as the
I need to
Frostbone.
get closer. I can't do that.
Cheap Mage, but this is low S as well. I think this is a really strong comp. I don't know if I want to put it ahead of the Holy Priest version, because the Holy Priest has really nice cross CC potential. It should just be better.
Not ready.
I think that's
I
fair.
can't do that.
I think this comp can damn people really hard. Obviously, the druid gets them there.
I'm out of range.
ABs like this. So, terrifying multiplayer is actually that good. Rest of Shaman Athlete, I think again this is very middle of the road. I think it's better than the Monk version.
That ability isn't ready yet.
I think it's probably like around here. Just with the middle of the road comps. It's nothing special. Rest of Shaman Warrior as well. Kind of just
I need to get closer.
Eat it.
I'm out of range.
very comparable, I think. In terms of what they can do. And yeah, again, it depends on what you face, whether what's better than the other. It's kind of tricky to call, really. Rest of Shaman Feral.
It's too far away.
Yeah, again, I just don't think it's great. I think it's potentially actually worse than the Priest version. The Priest version is able to do quite a lot with the clone. Maybe even bring it down to C. You're just not going to see that much of it, really. Rest of Shaman okay. I actually think this is better than a lot. Maybe you just whack it there. I think, again, it's like kind of where the Palo
That
version is,
ability.
right? And then Rest of Shaman I think this might be one of the better Rest of Shaman boss. Fire Mage. I think it might just be like A-ish. A tier. And then we got the double DK from so BM and then This is kind of annoying because I want to put these in A tier. It's going to ruin the aesthetic of my list. Red and Holy DK, I think it's just kind of probably low B tier. I think a lot just beats out. But it's not bad. I mean, you can probably get some value out of it.
I'm out of
Looks like the boss is approaching. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. Keep going, keep going. And took out some of my troops.
I can't do that.
Left side, go back to the golden gun. Can't get that. It's too much HP. Can I get this one? I lost 4 troops.
That ability
Lost 100
is
fast.
ready.
Hoping he doesn't take me out. He's sword.
I can't do
This
that.
game out right now, and it's free to play. So join the fun and download Top War right now.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
I need to move some things down. I put too many things in B tier. This is the problem. Yeah, realistically, we probably got all 3 of these in A tier as well, somewhere like that. I think the BM version is more durable because the beast within,
I need to
and then it's more offensive DK because the silence and stuff. Even as well, I think damage in general. So I think I'll probably leave it like that. Arguably, we could move a couple of things down and stuff, but to make it more aesthetically pleasing, but it's not pretty worth it. I think
can't
that's
do
pretty
that.
decent. So, yeah, we've got a lot of trade comps in summary in the S tier. There's a couple of comps. Kind of still coming with regards to the actual healer strength from the 2's last tier list. We've got Windwalker Monks in there, we've got Hunters, strong show,
can't do that.
Warriors and Mages, so that makes decent sense. And then Boomies as well. I think Boomy actually could have done with being in S tier for the class ranking. But putting that in A was a mistake. Then in A tier, again, we've got more Holy Priests, more Resto Druids, more Boomies, but we've got a couple of Holy Palacoms in here with the Mage. And Resto Shaman creeping up here as well, more women.
I'm out of
Deep Stomps, which are surprisingly durable. Actually, I feel like if your average Joe plays this, they would actually be doing it B tier. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I think it's going to get
that
it.
ability isn't ready yet.
They're just very easy to die on if you play them incorrectly, I guess. If you're sort of, I don't know, 1800 to 2.2 sort of tier player, I guess, then maybe you're not going to make these work as well, but I think that's fair. What else have we got in the middle? More warrior comps, just the weaker healers on warriors. But to be honest, you can still make these work. Warriors are really strong, so it depends on the warrior a lot of the time as well. What else have we got? It's the DK comps, a couple of locks creeping in here. Slightly weaker hunter comps. And then in C tier, we've kind of just got like the weaker specs, so obviously like sub, enhance, feral, stuff like that. I mean, we haven't even got Shadow Priest on it, we haven't got anyone here. They're just too weak to even bother putting up at the end of the day. Honestly, the Shadow Priests and Ellie comps and stuff like that could probably come in D tier, your average Joe. Maybe like an absolute banger SP can make it work with like a Boomy or maybe a sub Shadow Priest. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone really have any proof of success. It's kind of tough. I think there's certainly isn't any Shadow Priest comps that potentially, yeah, we might see the Shadow Priest comps in the later season, but I think right now it's just too much work to actually make it. So I haven't seen any that are actually if I see some more average players, I think that's it. Took a while to research this, took a lot of games to took a lot of messing about in paint. Pretty much as good as I've got right now. Obviously, if you think any of the comps that are in there are too high or too low, get a discussion going in the comments. I'm not MoP private server player. This purely comes from my beta experience. Suggestions, open to criticism, and we can tweak the list if it needs to be. Again, keep in mind that this is for your average player. This is not for your record players. So when you comment, see you later. Oh yeah. What's that other thing?
Can't do that yet. That'll do. It's too far away. I'm out of range. Not ready yet. Can't do that yet.
Kick me out? I bet. He sold my entire hut. I'm gonna build everything back up. It is super cool. It's 130 Fahrenheit. It's all good. See, look the shit it's doing. So we're gonna get from the back, hitting from the back. We're gonna steal all his things. I don't know why people are so mean, but it's all good. Look at that. I stole all his resources and upgraded. Look at that. Stupid chickens. This is what most popular strategy game in 2024. There's something like this age where you look after survivors, get food and fuel to make sure no one dies, deal with wrestling complaints, and figure out how to upgrade for better living conditions. So if you think you can survive, I want why you survive.
Not ready. I can't do that.
Precise nighttime. Fast acting. Sensation. Restful night of sleep.
For the last few weeks, there's been tons of changes to every class, and one that's pretty much been untouched up until now has really been tanks. There's not been massive, meaningful changes to tanks. But I do think this guy's going to be this thing. So I might as well introduce someone straight away. My son,
glad to be here. Glad to be talking tanks, especially tanks. And I finally got some changes after, Kata, we were promised some changes, and
that's been quite a hot talking point, has been the fact that Kata we got nothing, and Mr. Pandera is not even launched yet, and we've had more in beta in terms of changes than we had throughout an entire expansion's life cycle, which is it's pretty impressive. But we'll get onto that in just a second. But if any of you haven't seen the video that should have gone out before this one, hopefully, with Doubles Up around healers, we're going to be following exactly the same format, so we want to touch on the big changes to tanks. This guy knows far more than
we got a weapon upgrade.
It's better to hear it from him than to hear it from me. We're going to touch on if any of the tanks need more, or they haven't had enough. Guardian Druid would be one that I would raise straight away there. How do you feel about Guardian Druids? To me,
They look stupid.
they're not, real tanks. To me, there's only 4 tanks in the game: Brewmaster, Prop 9, Promware, and Bloody King. In all seriousness, though, Guardian Druid, I haven't played it a ton, but it does seem like it could use a little bit more, probably right now. Will be better, but some of the stuff they've been doing with these changes is just making things better early, even if they are going to be good later, too. I think we could see some more for Guardian, for sure.
Yeah, I do hope so, because I think that they're
I'm kind of tired, low key. They're everywhere. I don't know where to lay.
Right there. There's one right there. Right there.
Oh, that hurts. My shoulder.
Which one is it? This one?
Wow. I want Mexican food. I'm not even halfway down, am I? No. 38%. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go to